There is echo.
Hey, Joy, bro.
Guys, do you know where we can see the other two classes? Do you have them saved?
What?
The other two classes that we had last week.
Yeah, it's recorded.
It was recorded and ma'am also submitted it on our official group.
Okay, I'll check them out. Thanks.
Check it out and you will find them.
If you feel problem, then you can knock anybody, no problem.
Okay. Come on, guys. There we go.
Yes, okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, Laushi.
Yes, Leish, you can see.
We can see, but there is a crazy echo.
Yeah, sure. I can't hear anything, Leishi.
Okay, let's start. Okay, let's see this example. If this particle moves from point A to the point B, and the ordered pair of the point A is the 4, -3, and the ordered pair of the point B is 2, 5. And let's see. And let's see this point, the point A, the ordered pair of point A is 4, -3, and the ordered pair of the point B is, let me see right moment. The point B is 2, 5. Yes. Is 2, 5. And let's say in this Cartesian coordinate, this is the x, this is the y exercise, and the point A in which quadrant? Can you tell me the point A in which quadrant? In the first quadrant, second quadrant, or the third quadrant?
Maybe
the
third.
The
fourth quadrant, right? Yes. If this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 1, -1, and this is -2, this is -3, and then this 4, and this 3. This intersection will be the point A, right? This is the point A, and we can see the point B in which quadrant?
First
coordinate.
Yeah, first quadrant. And
First.
this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this point will be point B, right? And this point is point B. And then let's say that this particle moves from point A to point B. It moves from moves from A to B, and then we say the increment in x is equal to delta x, and the delta x is equal to x2 minus x1, and the x2 is the ending point x coordinate, right? So this x2 is equal to 2, and the x1 is the starting point x coordinate. So x1 is 4. We use 2 minus 4 is equal to -2, and the increments in y is equal to delta y is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 and equal to negative. The y sub 2 is equal to -3 and the y sub 1 is equal to 5. So we use the -3 minus 5 and is equal to wait moment, the x sub 2, the y sub 2 is 5, right? The y sub 2 is the ending point is b, this is 5, and we use 5 minus the y sub 1, and the y sub 1 is a -3. So we use 5 minus -3 is equal to 8. So the increment in x is equal to -2, and the increment in y is equal to 8. Okay, this is the first example. Okay, let's see if there is a point C, and see the point C is 5, 6, and then the point D is 5, 1, and the increment moves from C to D is what? Let's see. Can you tell me the increments? Some others, if you
Please
don't
mute
have
on
ChatGPT,
yourself.
please turn off your microphone, okay? Okay, let's see. This one is this particle moves from C to a point D, and the delta x is equal to x sub 2 minus x sub 1, and the ending point is 5, and this ending point x coordinate is 5. So we use 5 minus 5, this is 0, and the y coordinate, y increments is delta y is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1, and this is an ending point. So we use the 1 minus 6. This is equal to -5, right? So this is the increments in x and in y. Okay, let's see. If this point moves from C to B, C to D, and let's see this point C, let's see, this point C is in the first coordinate, right? Quadrant, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's see this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this is 6, and then this point is a point C, right? And let's see the point D is 5, 1. So this point is point D, and the particle is moves from D, moves from C to D. So it moves from C to D. Okay. This is a picture for the second example, and let's see. This is the increment of the point, and then let's see. Okay, this is the picture for the point, and let's see. If we give 2 points, the first point is the p sub 1, and the ordered pair of the p sub 1 is the x sub 1, y sub 1, and the next point is the p sub 2, and the ordered pair of the p sub 2 is the x sub 2, y sub 2 in the plane, and we called, let's see, we called run. This we called run between P sub 1 and P sub 2 is delta x, and the delta x is equal to x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And let's see, it is also increments the increment in x from P sub 1 to P sub 2, right? This run, the run between P sub 1 and P sub 2 also equal to the increment in x from P sub 1 to P sub 2. Okay, let's say the rise. The rise between the P sub 1 and the P sub 2 is the delta y, and the delta y is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1. And let's see, this rise between the 2 points also equal to the increment in y and from P sub 1 to P sub 2. This is a definition of the run and rise between 2 points. Okay, let's see. Two such points always determine a unique straight line pass through both them. We call this line is the P sub 1, P sub 2. And let's see, when we see in this picture, this is x exercise, and this is the y exercise. This is origin. And if there is a P sub 1 and this is P sub 2, and the x, this is x sub 1, y sub 1, and this point is the x sub 2, y sub 2. And let's see, the run and the rise means what? If this, let's see, this is a line. Okay, this is a line pass through the P sub 1 and P sub 2, right? And this line is unique. This line is unique, and this line, we call this line is P sub 1 and P sub 2. And let's see, we draw a horizontal line pass through the P sub 1, and we draw a vertical line pass through the P sub 2. And let's see, this is the delta y. This delta y is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1. And then let's see this horizontal segment, it will be delta x, and the delta x is equal to x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And we called this line is run. But we called this is rise. This is rise, and this is run. This delta x is run. Okay, this is the rise between the P sub 1 and P sub 2, and this is the run between P sub 1 and P sub 2. Okay, and then we called the, let's see, we called the constant m. The constant m means the rise over run. When we divide it by run and is equal to delta y over delta x is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 and over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And we call this m is the slope. Let's say this is a new definition, is the slope of the vertical line P sub 1 and P sub 2. And let's say this line must be no vertical line. Why no vertical line? why this line must be non-vertical line.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. This line, if this line P sub 1 from P sub 1 to P sub 2, if this line is not vertical, if this line is not vertical, then the slope of this line P sub 1, P sub 2, it will be equal to M is equal to rise over run, and is equal to delta y over delta x. And let's see if there is a line, is a vertical line. Okay, let's see this example. Okay, let's see if there is a line, and this line pass through the point C and the point D. And let's see the run and the rise between 2 points is what? And let's see this is the rise, right? The rise between 2 points C and D is equal to delta y is equal to -5, and the run between the point C, D is delta x, right? And the delta x is equal to 0, right? The delta x is equal to 0. So let's say if we use this definition, let's say the definition is we use the rise over the run is equal to the slope of this line. And let's say if we use the rise over run, and it will be equal to -5 over 0, right? And let's see, when the first class we called we can never divide it by 0, right? We can never divide it by 0. So if this line is a vertical line, it will be no slope. It means we can't divide the slope of a vertical line, right? So when a line is a non-vertical line, we can define the slope of this line, and the slope of this line is we use the rise over run, means we use the delta y over delta x. And if this line is a vertical line, we can't divide the vertical of this line, or we can't divide the slope of this vertical line. Okay, this is the slope of a line, and then we see the following. And let's see this example, and we see the P sub 1, and this is P sub 2. We also see all the points, and let's see this is delta y, and this is delta x. And we see the slope of this line M is equal to, we use delta y and over delta x. And if there is a point in another P point, and this is the P sub 2, and if we use a new delta y and a new delta x, and delta y prime, and we use M price is equal to delta y price over the delta x price, and this also the slope of this line. And let's see this slope and this slope M, and M price is equal. So if there is a line the slope of the line is unique. The slope of the line is unique. Okay, in the following, we will define this angle. This angle is called the angle of inclination of this line, and this angle is equal. This angle phi is equal to this angle phi price. So the slope of the line is unique. Okay, let's see the slope. The slope of the line tells us the direction and the steepness of the line. A line with a positive slope means this line is rise uphill to the right. And if the slope of the line is negative, means it will be falls downhill to the right. Let's see some examples. Let's see this example. Okay, let's see first this. Okay, we draw a point, and you told me the slope of this line is what? Okay, let's see. This is 1, 2, 2. What? 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is 1, 2, 3. Right. 4, 5. And the first point is P sub 1. And the P sub 1, the ordered pair is 0, 5. This is point is 0, 5, and another point is 4, 2. This point is 4, 2. This point is P sub 2, and the ordered pair is 4, 2. And let's see the slope between the point this line P sub 1 and P sub 2 is what? The slope of this line. How to compute this line? This line slope. The slope of this line M is equal to, we use delta Y over delta X, right? And the delta Y is equal to, we use the Y sub 2 minus the Y sub 1, right? And we call the Y sub 2 is equal to 2, and the Y sub 1 is equal to 5. So this is equal to -3, and then the delta X is round between the 2 point P sub 1 and P sub 2 is equal to X sub 2 minus X sub 1, and the X sub 2 is equal to 4, and the X sub 1 is equal to 0. So we use 4 minus 0 is equal to 4, right? So the slope of this line, the slope of the line P sub 1 and P sub 2, it will be equal to -3 over 4, right? So this is the slope of the line P sub 1 and P sub 2. Let's say the slope of this line is a negative number, and this negative number, so this line is downhill. Let's say this line is downhill to the right. Okay, let's see another example. If there is a point, this is 1, this is 2, This point is P sub, this -1, -3, 2, this is P sub 3, and the ordered pair of this of this point is 0, -2, and another point P sub 4 is 3, 6, and this is P sub 4, and then this guy is a 9, P sub 3, and P sub 4. This is a 9. Okay, then we can the slope of this 9, P sub 3, P sub 4 is what?
8/3.
Let's we study it together, okay? And let's say this is the slope of this P sub 3, P sub 2. We first studied the delta y, and the delta y we use the delta y. This delta y means the rise between 2 points, right? And the rise between the 2 points, we can use 6 minus negative 2. We use 6 minus negative 2, and it will be equal to 8. And the delta x, and this means the run between 2 points. If we use 6 minus the negative 2, and then the delta x must be, we use the 3 minus 0, and it will be 3 minus 0, and it will be equal to 3, right? So the slope of this line, it will be 8/3. 8/3 is the slope of this line, P sub 3, P sub 2. And let's see the slope of this line P sub 3 and P sub 4 is a positive number. And when the slope is a positive number, this line will be uphill, to the right. So let's see, if the line slope is a positive, it will be uphill to the right. And if it will negative slope, and it will be downhill to the right. So the slope tells us a direction of a line. And let's see another, the greater absolute value of slope, and the more rapid the rise of fall. The slope of a vertical line will defined with say variance. And let's see the greater of the absolute value of the slope, and the more rapid the rise of fall. Let's see some examples. And if there is, let's see some example. And this is X, right? X exercise, and this is a Y exercise. And if there is a line, this point is 1, 0, and if there is a point is 0, 1, and there is a line. If there is a line is like this. Okay, this line point pass through this point 0 and pass through this 1, 1, and we say this line is L sub 1, and then there is a line. This is 1. This is 3. Okay, this line is, we say this line is L sub 2. Okay, let's see the slope of the L sub 1. The slope of L sub 1 will be what? Who can tell me the slope of L sub 1 is what? The slope of L sub 1. the slope of L sub 1 means we use the delta y over the delta x, right? And this point, let's say this point is 0, 0, 0, and this point is 1, 1, right? So the rise between these 2 points, delta y is 1, right? And the delta x is the run between 2 points is 1, right? So the slope m sub 1 is equal to delta y over delta x is equal to 1, right? And then let's see the slope of L sub 2 is equal to m sub 2 is equal to delta y over delta x. And the delta y between these 2 points, let's say delta y, this will be delta y, and this delta y is equal to 3 minus 1, right? So 3, let's say delta y is equal to 3 minus 0. So the delta y is equal to 3, and the delta x, let's say the delta x is equal to 1. So the m sub 2 is equal to 3. So this point, let's say the slope of this line L sub 2 is equal to 3, and the slope of this line L sub 1 is equal to 1, and 3 is larger than 1, right? So this line L sub 2 has more rapid to the rise, means the rapid to the rise is more is great. So this is the example for this. The great absolute value of slope, the more rapid to the rise of field. Okay, this is the example. Okay, let's do some exercise. Can you try do this exercise?
Right now, ma'am.
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
do
Okay,
this,
okay,
okay.
Lashi. And then we send it to your WeChat as well, right?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
And how much time we will get for solving that?
5 to 10 minutes, okay?
5 to 10. Okay.
Done, Laushi.
Yeah. If you
Done.
have finished, you can send your answer in WeChat group.
I already sent it.
Yeah, okay, I see. I see. Okay, I'll check it. Okay. Mhm. Please check it again. Yeah. Okay, right.
I also submitted, ma'am.
Yeah, okay.
I submitted, Laushi.
Yeah, okay.
We are
Submitted,
done.
done.
Okay, let's see it together, okay? Okay, let's see. In this exercise, we need to compute the increments increments between these 2 points, and then find the slope of the line AB. And let's say the first one is A. The first one A is -3, 2, and the point B is -1. Some mistake. And this is -1, -2. And the second one, the point A is -1, -2, and the B is equal to -3, 2. And let's say in these 2 exercise, and this point A and this is point B, and this point A means the starting point, right? And this starting point, this is the ending point. And let's say this start point in this exercise is equal to the ending point in this exercise, right? This is the ending point. This is a starting point. The starting point and the ending point is equal, and this is the ending point in the second exercise, and also this ending point is equal to the starting point in this exercise. And let's say if the ending point and the starting point is changed, and let's say the increment, for the first one, the increment in y is equal to, let's say, we use y sub 2 minus y sub 1, and the y sub 2 is equal to the ending point y coordinate. So this is -1, and -2 minus 2. This is equal to -4, and the delta x is equal to x sub 2 minus x sub 1 is equal to -1 minus -3, right? And this it will be equal to what? This is equal to 2, right? So the increment in y is equal to -4, and the increment in x is equal to 2 for the first exercise. And let's say for the second exercise, the delta y is equal to x sub y sub 1 minus y sub 1 is equal to, we use this is y sub 2, this is y sub 1, so this is use 2 minus -2 is equal to 4, and the delta x is equal to x sub 2 minus x sub 1 is equal to -3. We use -3 minus -1 is equal to, let's say, is equal to -2. Okay, let's see the increments for the first exercise is equal to -4, 2, and the increment for the second exercise is equal to 4, -2, and the increment is different. And but let's say if we use this is right, this is right, this is wrong. If we use the first one to compute the slope of this line AB is equal to delta y minus over delta x, and it will be wait a moment. Delta x is equal to -2, and if we use the second one to compute the slope of this line is equal to delta y minus over delta x is equal to 4 over -2 is equal to -2. Right, let's see. The increments between these two exercises is different, but the slope is equal. The slope of the line is equal. So the slope of the line AB or BA is equal, right? So we use AB to compute the slope or use BA to compute the slope. The slope is also equal. Okay, so the slope is so the slope can be computed use the AB and or use BA. Okay, this is the slope of the line. Got it?
Get it,
Yes.
Lashi.
Yes, Laoshi.
Yes, okay.
Yes, ma'am, got it.
Yes, okay. Let's see the angle of inclination of a line. The angle of inclination of a line. Let's see. The angle of inclination of a line means when we cos the x-axis is the smallest counterclockwise angle from the x-axis to the line. This is the angle of inclination of a line that crosses the x-axis. Means the smallest counterclockwise angle from the x-axis to the line. Means let's see this line, and let's see if the line is this line, and the angle of inclination of this line means if let's see if cross this from x-axis and from x-axis and counterclockwise to this line and this angle. This angle is the angle inclination of the line, and not this one. Okay, and if the line is like this, and the angle of inclination of this line means from x-axis and then counterclockwise to this line, and then this angle. This angle will be the angle of inclination of this line. Okay. Okay, this is the angle of inclination of a line. And the inclination, let's see, the inclination of a horizontal line will be 0 degree. And the inclination, that means this is the Cartesian coordinate, and this is the horizontal line, and the inclination of this line is 0 degree. And the inclination of a vertical line is 19 degree. And if we use phi is the inclination of a line, and then phi must be larger than or equal to 0 degree or smaller than 118 degrees. Means phi must be in these terms. Okay, this is the inclination of a line. And let's see the relationship between the slope m of a non-vertical line and the nice angles of inclination means m must be equal to the tangent phi, and this phi is the inclination of this line, and the m is the slope of this line. Okay, let's see the slope of this line. The slope of this line, we use the delta y over delta x to compute the slope of this line, and this phi, this angle phi is the inclination of this line, and the tangent phi is equal to m. Okay, so the relationship between the slope and the inclinations means m is equal to tangent phi. Okay, this is. Then let's see if all points on the vertical line through the point. Let's say through the point A on the x-axis have the x-coordinate equal to A. The x equal to A is an equation to a vertical line. Okay, let's see. This means this is the Cartesian coordinate. Okay, if there is a vertical line, if there is a vertical line and this vertical line means if there is a vertical line and the slope, we can't define the slope of this line, right? And but the angle of inclination of this line is equal to what?
90 degree.
Yeah, 90 degrees. Yeah.
Yeah, 90 degree.
Yeah, inclination of this line is equal to 19 degree. 19 degree. And then let's say if this line is passed through this point, and this point is A0. And then let's say this point is A0, and then all the points in this line, the x coordinate is equal to A, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so the equation of this vertical line, it will be equal to x is equal to A. X is equal to A because this is the equation. This is the equation of this line. Okay, this is the equation of this line. Okay, then let's say if there is a horizontal line, there is a horizontal line. And let's see, the slope of this line is equal to what? Who can tell me the slope of this line L? This line is the horizontal line, and the slope of this line is equal to what?
0.
0.
Yeah,
0
0.
degree. 0
The
degree.
Zero.
Zero. Yeah. The slope of this line is 0, and the inclination of this line is equal to what? The inclination. Who can tell me the inclination of this line is equal to what? The inclination
0.
must be a degrees, right? It must be 0 degrees, right?
Yes.
Yes, it must be a 0 degrees. And then let's say if this line pass through this point, and the ordered pair of this point, is equal to 0 b. And then let's say it's equal to what moment? Is equal to 0 b. And let's say all the points on this line and the y coordinate will be equal to b, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
yes, so y is equal to b.
Y is equal to B.
Yeah, y is equal to b is the equation to this line. Okay. Yes. Okay. And we see some questions. If let's say if there is a vertical line, there is a vertical line. Wait a moment. There is a vertical line, and then this line must be vertical, and then this line is passed through the point 1, 2, and the equation of this line is what? Who can tell me? This line is a
remember.
vertical line, and then this line passes through the point 1, 2. So the equation of this line is what?
X equal to 1.
Yeah. This line will be x equal to 1. Can you understand?
Yeah,
Yes,
Y
we
equal
got
to
it.
2.
Yeah, means the vertical line, let's see, the vertical line, the equation of a vertical line must be x equal to a number, right? And the number is all the vertical line, all the x coordinate on the vertical line is equal, right? So the x coordinate must be equal to 1, right? So x must be equal to 1, right? So the vertical line, let's see, there is a vertical line. There is a vertical line, and this line must be passed through this is 1, this is 2, and this is 1, this is 1, this is 2. And then this line pass through this line. And let's see, all the points on this line is the x coordinate is equal to 1, right? So the equation of this line is x equal to 1. And let's see, if this line is horizontal line, and then this line also pass through this point 1, 2, and the equation of this line is equal to what?
Y equal to 2.
Y is equal to 2.
Y
Y
is
is
equal to 2.
Y is
Yeah.
equal to 2.
Yes. All the point on this line, the y coordinate is equal, and the y equal to 2 is the equation of this line. Okay. Okay, let's study the following. And then following, we will study the equation, the equation of non-vertical and non-horizontal lines in the planes. Okay, the first equation of the non-vertical and non-horizontal lines in the plane is the point slope equation. This equation's names means called the point slope equation. Means we know some point in this line, and we know the slope of this line, and we can write the equation of this line. Means the equation, let's say equation y equal to y sub 1 ended m multiplied x minus x sub 1, and this equation is the point slope equation of the line, and this line pass through the point x sub 1 x or y sub 1 and has a slope m. So this is the point slope equation of the line. Let's see some proofs. If we net, the p is equal to x1, and this point is another point on the line L, and then we can use the 2 point p sub 1 and p to compute the slope of this line, right? Can you understand? Let's see the first. Let's see on this. There is a 9L, and this L pass through a point x sub 1 and y sub 1. X sub 1, y sub 1, this point, and the slope of this line is equal to m, is the slope of this line. And use the definition of the slope of this line means the slope m is equal to delta y over delta x, right? And if, let's say, if that is a point P, and this ordered pair of this point B is x, y, and then we can compute delta y is equal to y minus y sub 1, right? The delta y, means the delta y is the rise. The rise between 2 points is y minus y sub 1, and the run between the 2 points is delta x, and the delta x is equal to x minus x sub 1. So we use this can compute the slope of this line is equal to m, and then we can get y minus y sub 1 is equal to m multiplied x minus x sub 1, right? We can use this, get this equation, right? And then we can get y is equal to y sub 1 ended m multiplied x minus x sub 1, right? So this is the equation. So this is the slope point equation for this line. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, got it. Okay. Let's see some example. Okay. Okay, let's see some example. Let's see. To write the equation for the line, and this line pass through the point 2, 3, and the slope of this line is negative 3 over 2. To write the equation of this line. Okay, let's see. The equation of this line is what? Let's see. We just studied the equation. First equation is right mom. We just studied the equation is y is equal to y sub 1 and ended m multiplied x minus x sub 1, right? And for this equation, if we know the slope, and then this slope is negative. Let's see, this slope is negative 3 over 2, and the point is 2, 3. So the y sub 1, let's say the y sub 1 is equal to 3, and the x sub 1 is equal to 2, and the m is equal to negative 3 over 2. So the point slope equation will be equal to y equal to 3 minus 3 over 2 and multiplied x minus 2, right? So this is the equation. So this is the equation to the line, and then we can write this equation as y is equal to negative 3 over 2 multiplied x ended 6. So this is the equation. So this is the equation to this line. Okay. Next week have a rest 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
Roshi.
Thank you.
Okay,
We are
Okay, ma'am.
starving.
Thank you.
We have
Okay.
to feed something.
Yeah. Okay.
আরে ভাই ভাইরে ভাই
Topo is
এটা তো মাথা
already
মাথা নষ্ট
lying
হয়ে
on
গেছে
his chair.
কে ব্রেক দিছে নাকি?
হ্যাঁ ভাই
10
ব্রেক
minute
দিছে
breaks.
ব্রো আমি ম্যাথ কিছু বুঝছি কিন্তু ম্যাডামের স্পিচ গুলো বুঝি নাই একটু ক্লিয়ার হতে হবে
Rajiv, may I play this?
পুরোপুরি বুঝি নাই
এই
Rajiv,
সব
may I
clear
please
হবো।
speak in English?
ওকে
Yes, can you please speak in English?
Yeah.
why not I'm so weak sister that's why I cannot speak English very fluently.
Hey, Harry Paul.
Go have
How you
lunch.
are able to
What
speak
the
in
fuck,
Bengali?
man?
Go have lunch.
That's not the logic.
Yeah.
Does English speaking take more energy?
Okay, brother. Actually, we have to take classes at the night actually because we cannot understand properly.
Okay, Omar will be taking another class today.
Yeah. I mentioned like that.
Omar, are you there? Friend? Brother?
Where is Omar? Omar, we need Omar.
Omar, intelligent boy is here to solve our problem. Don't
We have
worry,
a lot
man.
of problem. We have Umar.
Where is Omar? Why isn't he speaking?
Omar,
We are missing you, Umar.
আমার
Why you are not talking? এই নামাজ পড়া লাগবে নামাজ পড়তে আছি
Umar is solving the math. Okay.
okay, I have to feed something because I'm really starving. Goodbye, boys. I'll be come back.
For 10 minutes.
Okay, I'll be right back.
যা
Hello, I cannot hear anything. Is it problem only for myself?
Bro,
No,
nobody's talking.
Take a rest.
Okay. Actually, I came from my meeting. That's why.
Nobody's talking.
I have got.
Maybe Laoshi hasn't started yet.
Yeah. We need 20-minute break. 10 minutes is so long, actually.
20 minutes, but Laoshi told us 10 minutes, not 20 minutes.
I said that we need.
Oh, okay.
Bye, क्यों क्या सो?
Yes, you are alive.
সবাই
Yes,
আছে,
yes.
সবাই আছে।
Speak English, please.
Right moment. I will start class. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Laoshi.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, Roshi.
Yes, Laoshi.
Yes, Laushi. But you cannot.
Yeah.
Yes, voice.
Yes, okay. Give you 5 minutes to do this exercise. This exercise 1.
We have problem on your accent actually because it is coming like horrible sound.
What question?
It was echo. It is echo coming from two mics
Your
at the
voice
same
is
time.
not clear.
Try to
Yeah,
do
Laoshi,
exercise.
your voice
Right?
is not clear.
Not clear?
Yeah.
Right
Everyone
now
mute,
clear.
please.
Yes,
Now?
now clear.
Now it's clear.
Now
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Yeah, okay.
Laoshi, we have to do this exercise right now.
Yeah.
Of them.
First one.
The first one or first two?
The first one.
First one.
Roshi, sorry, do you have to do only the first exercise?
Yeah.
Not all of them, right?
Yeah, if you finish it, send your answers in the chat group.
How should I send it to you?
Yeah, okay.
Why everybody is quit?
Have you finished?
Yes, Laushi.
Yes.
Yes, Sasha.
Yes, okay, we see it together. For this exercise, to compute this exercise, we need to know the point slope equation of the line, and the equation of this line is equal to y. If y is equal to m, can you see my screen?
Yes, Laushi.
Yes.
Yes, Sasha.
Yes,
If
yes,
y
yeah.
is equal to y is equal to y sub 1. What moment?
1.
What moment? Some mistake on my. some mistake on my computer. Y sub 1 and undid m multiplied the x minus x sub 1, right? And then this m is the slope of the line, right? The m is the slope of the line, and then the x sub 1 and the y sub 1 is the point this line pass through. So we use this equation, we can get then in this exercise. In this exercise, we know the slope of this line. The slope of this line m is equal to -1, right? And we know this point pass through the -1 and 1 pass through this point. So the equation of this line will be y is equal to y sub 1, and the y sub 1 you can see x sub 1 is equal to -1, and the y sub 1 is equal to 1. So y is equal to 1, and undid m, and the m is equal to -1, right? So this is -1, and multiplied x minus x sub 1. The x sub 1 is equal to -1, right? So minus -1 will be equal to x undid 1, right? So this is x plus 1, and so equal to, this is will be equal to y is equal to 1 plus this is will be, this is -1, this is x, so this is will be -1 -x. So this is -x, and then this is will be -1. So it will be equal to y is equal to -x. This is the equation. This is the equation for the first exercise, right? You do right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, Archie.
This is the first exercise, and then we do next. We study the next. Okay. Then let's start the second equation. The second equation means if we know a line pass through 2 points. If we know a line pass through the 2 points, how can we write the equation of this line? Let's see. Write the equation for this line pass through the point -2, -1, and 3, 4. Can you write this? Can you write the equation of this line? As we studied the equation of the line means a slope. If we know the slope of the line, and if we know this line pass through 1 point, we can write the equation of this line, right? And then now we know this line pass through 2 points. Can we write the equation of this line? First, we can compute the slope of this line, right? Yeah. Let's see. We can compute the slope of this line. The slope of this line, let's see, the slope of this line is m, and m is equal to delta y over delta x, and delta y is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And then let's see, the y sub 2 is equal to, we can use -1 is the xy sub 2, and it will be equal to -1 minus 4. This is the data y, and then minus 2 minus 3, and this is data x. So we can compute the slope of this line is 1, right? So the slope of this line is
Yeah,
1.
right.
Yeah, and
Yes,
then
right.
we can use one point in this example, and if we use the -2 and -1, and we can get this point, the slope of this line is 1, and the point is -2, -1. So the equation of this line is y is equal to -1, and only the one multiplied x minus -2. So the equation of this line will be y is equal to x only the 1, right? So this
Right.
is the equation of a line if it if it passes through 2 points. Okay, this is the second one. If we know this line pass through the 2 points, we can write the equation of this line. Okay. Then you try to do this exercise too. Try to do this exercise. Okay.
We have to do it right now.
Yeah, right now. Do this exercise too. If the line pass through the point 3, 4, and the -2, 5, pass through 2 points, and the equation of this line is what? Give you 5 minutes to do this exercise, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Done, Laushi.
Yeah, finish.
Laushi.
Yeah, finish it.
Yes.
Yes, okay. I check it.
I have sent it.
The answer is what? Let's see it together, okay? Okay, let's see this exercise. This exercise means this point pass through two points, right? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
We can, we
Yes,
can.
yes, yes,
Yes.
yes, Archie.
This
course.
line pass through two points. The point one is 4, is 3, 4, and the other point is -2, 5, and pass through the two points. Just we studied if a line pass through two points, we need to the slope of this line, right? And we need to compute the slope of this line, and the slope of this line will be equal to m, and m is equal to delta y over delta x, and the delta y can be computed by use 5 minus 4, right? Use 5 minus 4, and then delta x can be computed use
-2 -3.
2 minus 3, and it will be equal to, this is 1, then this is -5.
Minus 5.
So the slope of this line is -1 over 5, and we know the slope of this line, and then we can choose one point on this line, right? And if we choose this line is 3, 4, 3, 4, and then equation of this line will be y is equal to 4 and minus 1 over 5 multiplied x minus 3, right? And then we can write this equation as y is equal to -1/5 multiplied x, and this is 4, and then 4, let's say 4, and this is ended 3/5, and it will be equal to ended 23/5, right? So the equation of this 9 is y is equal to -1/5 multiplied x, and ended with 23/5, right? So this is the equation to this 9. And the next is following.
Laushi,
Yeah, okay. Some questions?
I think it was x plus 3.
Which?
The example 2. Yeah,
No example?
yeah.
Yeah,
First
we-
line, x minus 3 or x plus 3. Will it be?
8 x minus 3.
This is -1/5, and this is -3, and this is will be +3/5, right? And this is 4 is equal to 20/5, right? And if they ended 3/5, and it will be 23/5.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, next slide. Next. And then let's see for this exercise. And for this exercise, let's say y is equal the equation of this example. The equation of this example is y is equal to x ended 1, right? Let's draw this line on the pictures. Let's see, this is exercise. This is x exercise, and this is y exercise. Okay, how can we draw this line in this plane? Let's say if this point, let's say if x, when x is equal to 0, in this equation, when x is equal to 0, y is equal to what? In this equation, when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1, right? So means this
Yes,
point,
yes.
this point will be intersected at the x-axis, and this is when x is 0 and y is equal to 1, right? So this line must pass through the point 0, 1, pass through this point, right?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, let's see. When the y is 0 and the x will be equal to what?
-1.
Yeah, -1. So this line must pass through the -1 and 0, and must pass through this point, right?
Yeah.
So this line must pass through this point and this point. So the picture of this line will be like this, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So we call this line will be intersected at 0, 9 with the y-axis, and this line will be intersected with the x and the -1, 0 at this point. Okay, let's see the following. Will be this is the equation for this line. And let's see, we called the y-coordinate. The y-coordinate of the point where the non-vertical line intersects with the y-axis. We call this as a y-intercept of the line. So this, we say this is 1. So the y-intercept of this line is 1. And similarly, the x-intercept of the non-horizontal line is the x-coordinate of the point where it crosses the x-axis, and we see this line cross the -1 and 0 cross this point on the x-axis, so the x-intercept of this line will be -1. Okay, this is the y-intercept and the x-intercept. The y-intercept of this line is 1, and the x-intercept of this line is -1. And the x-intercept means the line intersects with the x-axis at this point, and the x-coordinate will be x-intercept. And the y-intercept of the line means this line intersects with the y-axis at this point, and the y-coordinate of this point will be y-intercept of this line. Okay, this is the definition of the x and the y-intercept. Then let's study another equation of the line, means if the slope-intercept equation. The slope-intercept equation means y is equal to mx until b, and the m is the slope of the line, and the b, and this b is the y-intercept of this line. Okay, let's see this equation. The y-intercept is b, means this line. Let's see if this line, the y-intercept is b, means this line must pass through the point 0b, right? So the y-intercept is b, means this line must pass through the point 0b. And then we know the line slope is m, so we can use the slope point equation to write the equation of this line, and then y will be equal. Let's say this line is passed through the point 0b, and the slope is m, so the equation with its line is y is equal to b plus m multiplied x minus 0. So the equation of this line is y is equal to mx plus b, right? So this is the slope intercept equation of a line. And let's see, if the line's equation forms is the y is equal to mx, then it means the y-intercept is 0, and this line will be passed through the orange. And then let's see if the line, let's see, this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. If the equation of this line is y is equal to mx, if this means this line must pass through the orange, this point 0, 0. And then if the m is a positive number, if m is a positive number, means this line is upward to the right, uphill to the right. So this will be the line y is equal to mx, and the slope of this line is m. Okay, this is this line. And then we see the line L has a x-intercept. The x-intercept is A, and the y-intercept is B. And for this line, the equation of this line is what? Can you write this? If a line we know the x-intercept is A and the y-intercept is B, can you write the equation of this line?
Okay.
Try it, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
কিছু কি করতে দিছে?
Yes. we have solved
Speaking
it.
English.
Who can write the equation of this 9?
Is anyone doing the equation? Yes, I can't.
Laushi, I have a question.
Yeah.
Marshall.
You say
Basically, I can understand this question. Please, can you repeat this?
repeat what?
That equation on which set? Please check it.
Repeat what?
We send that solution we set. Please check it.
Yeah, okay, I will say next right moment, okay?
Nothing.
And what we will do with this equation? I mean, y equal to b plus mx.
Okay, let's see it together, okay? Okay, let's see. If we know the x-intercept of this line is a and the y-intercept of, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes, Laushi.
Laushi.
Yes.
Yes, please, Laushi.
If we know the x-intercept is a and the y-intercept is b, it means this line pass through the point. This point, the ordered pair of this point is what? Of this point
Will be A0.
A0.
is a0, and then this point, this point ordered pair is what?
Zero B.
Zero
0B.
B.
0b. So if we know this point and this point, and if we know the line pass through the 2 points, we can compute the slope of this line, right?
Yes.
Then the slope of this line m is use the delta y over delta x, and the delta y is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And then let's see the y sub 2 and the x sub 2, this must be 1 point. Means if we choose this point and the x sub 2, y sub 2, and then this point will be x sub 1, y sub 1, right? So if this is the y sub 2, and then the y sub 2 is the b, and minus y sub 1 is this is a 0, so this is 0, and then x sub 2 will be 0, and we use a 0 minus x sub 1, and the x sub 1 of this point will be a, right? So it is will be equal to, let's say this is b and this is the negative a. So the slope of this line is negative b over a, right? So some people compute the slope of this is b over a is wrong, right? Okay, the slope of this line is negative b over a. Okay, when we compute the slope of this line, and we know the slope this line, and we know the y-intercept is b of this line, so we can use this equation. This equation is a slope-intercept equation, and we can write the equation of this line will be y is equal to m is equal to negative b over a multiplied x, and the ended y-intercept of this line is b. So the equation of this line will be y is equal to negative b over a multiplied x plus b. Okay, got it?
Got it.
Got it.
Okay, then the next equation of the line is a general line equation, general linear equation. The general linear equation means the equation is ax plus by is equal to c, and ab not both 0. Means if a is 0, b must be not 0, and b is 0, and a must be not 0. Okay, and this is called the general linear equation in x and y because its graph always represent a line, and every line has an equation in this form. Okay, let's see. Let's say this. If we say the first equation, we write the y is equal to mx plus b, and this equation means the slope intercept equation, right? If we write this equation as the general linear equation, it will be y minus mx is equal to b. So a, let's say A is equal to negative m in this equation, and B, this B is equal to 1 in this equation, and C is equal to B in this equation. Okay, this is the general linear equation. And next, the following examples. Find the slope and the y-intercept. Find the slope and the y-intercept of this line. Okay, let's see. If the equation of the line is 8x plus the 5y is equal to 20, and to find the slope and the y-intercept of this line. Then let's see. To solve the y from this equation, and we can see, let's see. If we from this equation we subtract the 8x on both sides, we can get 5y is equal to negative 8x plus 20. And then if we divide it by both sides, and we can get y is equal to negative 8 over 5 multiplied x and plus 4, right? So we can get this equation, and this equation is called the slope intercept equation. So the slope of this line will be negative 8 over 5, right? This is the slope of this line. And then the 4 is the y-intercept of this equation, right? So from the general linear equation, we can get the slope of the line and the y-intercept of the line. Okay, this is the general equation. Okay, next following. Line that are parallel means has equal angles of inclination, so they have the same slope. So if two lines have a same slope and the line is parallel, means if there is a L sub 1 and there is a L sub 2, and L sub 1 and L sub 2 is parallel, means if and only if the slope of the L sub 1 is m sub 1 and the slope of the L sub 2 is m sub 2, then the slope of the two lines is equal. Then if the slope of the two lines is equal, we will get the line L sub 1 and L sub 2 is parallel. Okay, and let's see if let's see. If there is a line, this is L sub 1, and then there is a line is L sub 2, and then the slope is equal, means the angle of inclination of two lines is equal, right? So this phi sub 1 is the angle of the inclination of this line, and this is the inclination phi sub 2 of this line. So if the m sub 1 and the m sub 2, m sub 1 is equal to m sub 1 and is equal to, and this if and only if phi sub 1 is equal to phi sub 2, and if and only if L sub 1 parallel with L sub 2. Okay, this is the parallel line. And then let's see the line with equal equation have equal angles inclination, and so they are parallel.
Please repeat that again.
Have any questions? Okay, this is the parallel lines, and then we studied the perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines means if two if two non-vertical lines L sub 1 and L sub 2 is perpendicular and their slopes M sub 1 and M sub 2 satisfy M sub 1 L sub M sub 1 multiplied M sub 2 is equal to -1. This will be satisfied. So each slope of the negative reciprocal of each other means M sub 1 is equal to -1 over M sub 2, and M sub 2 is equal to -1 over M sub 1. And this will be satisfied means, let's see, there are two lines. Wait a moment. Okay, if there is a line, this is X exercise, and this is Y exercise, and this is L sub 1. And if we know the slope of this line is M sub 1, and if there is a line L sub 2, this line is L sub 2, and the L sub 2 and L sub 1 is perpendicular. Perpendicular means L sub 1 and L sub 2 is perpendicular. Then we will get if and only if the M sub 1 multiplied M sub 2 is equal to -1. Okay, if two lines is perpendicular, we can get the slope of this line of those lines, and M sub 1 multiplied M sub 2 is equal to -1. This is a perpendicular lines. Okay, this is the total, this is the perpendicular lines. Next, we do the following exercise. Give you some minutes to do this exercise. The following exercise, okay?
Okay, Lao She.
Yes, okay. If you finish, you can send your answer in WeChat group. Okay.
Okay.
Can you finish?
Yes, ma'am. Please continue.
Yes, Laushi.
Yes. Okay. Okay, let's see it together. Okay, and let's see the third one. Others, turn off your microphone. Okay.
Ma'am, please repeat that.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
can't understand.
Let's start the slope m. The slope m for the third one, we say the slope m is equal to -5/4, and we know then the y-intercept. The y-intercept is equal to 6, right? And when we want to write the equation for this line, and we can use the slope-intercept. The slope intercept equation means y is equal to mx plus b,
B.
right? And the m is the slope of this line, and the 6 is the y-intercept, means this b is equal to 6, right? So we can write the
Right,
equation
ma'am.
of this line is equal to y is equal to -5/4x and plus 6, right? This is the equation for this line. Okay, let's see the fourth one. And the fourth one is y-intercept. Y-intercept is equal to -6, and the x-intercept is 2. And if we know this, and we can use y-intercept is -6, we can get this line must pass through which point? We can get the line must pass through 0, -6 point, must pass through this point, right? And if the x-intercept is 2, and this line will be passed through the 2, 0, must pass through this point, right? So let's see. And then let's see this. If we draw the picture of this point, and this is 2. Okay, this is 2, and this is 2, 0, and then on this is the -6. This is -6, and then pass through, then this is the 9. Okay, and then let's see the m. The slope of this line is delta y over delta x, and this point is 2, 0. This point is 0, -6. And then it is equal, delta y is equal to -6 minus 0, and 0 minus 2, and it will be equal to 3, right? So the slope of this line is 3, and then we can get the y-intercept is -6. So the equation of this line will be equal to 3x and -6, right?
Yeah.
Got it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
This
yes.
is the first one. And then we can see the 51. The first this line pass through the phi -1 and is parallel to the line. This line is 2x plus 5y and is equal to 15, right? If they know this point pass through this point and parallel to this line, and parallel this line means the slope of the line is equal to this line, right? So we can from this equation got the slope of this line, right? Okay, let's first study the slope. First, compute the slope of this line. And from this general linear equation, we can get, we can get 5y is equal to -2x and plus 15, right? And then y is equal to -2 over 5x and plus 3, right? So
Right.
from this equation, 2x plus 5y is equal to 15. We can get the equation is this. And then from this equation, we can get the slope of the line m is equal to -2 over 5. And when we get the m is -2 over 5, and we can get the 9 and pass through this point, we can get y is equal to, we use y1 is -1 and minus 2 over 5 and multiplied x minus 5. Yes, right. This is we used the slope point equation of the line, right? Means this equation means y is equal to y sub 1 minus plus m
Yeah, ma'am.
x minus x sub 1, right? The y sub 1 is equal, we use the y sub 1 is equal to -1 and the m is equal to -2 over 5 and the x sub 1 is equal to 5, right? We use this equation can get the equation of this line is for this. And then we can get y is equal to, let's say, the -2 over 5x. And then this is negative, so this is a positive, this is a +2, right? And then +2 minus 1 will be get 1, right? So the equation for this line is equal to y is equal to -2 over 5 multiplied x and plus 1. Okay, this is the line for, this is the equation for this line. And let's see if we draw the picture of this line in the Cartesian coordinate will be what? And this is x exercise and this is y exercise. If we draw the picture of this line, let's see when x is 0 and then we can get y is 1, right? If the x is equal to 0 and y will be equal to 1, right? So this is a 0 and this is 1. So this point will be pass through the 1, 0, 1, this point, right? So pass through this point. And let's see if the y is 0. If the y is 0, we can get x is equal to what?
-1.
X is equal to what? Let's see if y is 0 and then it is equal to -2 over 5x and plus 1, and then we can get 2/5x is equal to 1, right? And then we can get x is equal to 5/2, right? So when the y is equal to 0 in this equation, and we can get x is equal to 5/2, right? Got it?
Right.
Yeah, okay. And so then we located it as a 5/2, and then this point will be 5/20, this point. So the equation, so the picture of this line will be passed through this point, right? So this line is the picture for this line. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
you must know how to picture the line. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and we see the next one, and the next one is the point pass through the line pass through the point 4, 10, and it is perpendicular. Perpendicular with a line 6x. 6x minus y 3y is equal to 5. The perpendicular to this 5, right? This from this equation we can get 9. If we say this 9 is 9 sub 1, and then slope m sub 1 will be equal to what? Let's say this will be get -5. -3y will be equal to -6x plus 5, right? And then if we divided by -3 both sides, we can get y is equal to 2x and minus 5/3, right? So the equation of this line L sub 1 is equal to y is equal to 2x and minus 5/3, and then we will get the m sub 2, means the slope of this line is equal to what? M is equal to what moment? M is equal to -1/2, right? Because m sub 1 in this line is equal to 2, right? And then the point, this line is perpendicular with this line L sub 1. So the slope of the L sub 2 will be -1/2, right? Have any questions? Got it?
Got it.
Yes,
Yeah.
Lauscher.
Okay, the
Got
slope
it.
of the L sub 1 is
Yes.
-1/2, and if we know the slope of this line, and then we know this line pass through the 4th 10, and we can write y is equal to 10 minus 1/2 multiplied x minus 4, right? Then we can get y is equal to -1/2x, and this is negative, this will be positive 2, and this will be plus 20, right? Got it? Have any
Got it.
questions?
Lauscher, can you slide up?
What?
Can you slide up?
Yeah, okay. Let's see if we draw this on the Cartesian coordinate. This is x, this is y, and then let's see this line. If we x is equal to 0, and then y is equal to 20, right? So this this line will be passed through this point. This 0, this is 20. So this point is 0, 20. Must pass through this point. And then let's see if the y is 0 in this equation, and we can get x is equal to what? X will be equal to 24, right? X will be equal to 24. And then this line will be passed through this, if we located this is as 24, and this is the 24, 0 point, and then the picture of this line will be like this, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. This is our today's class, and let's see some exercise. One moment. The
Nothing, ma'am.
exercise for this
Go ahead.
class. Right more or the exercise for this means 22 16 in the exercise 1.2 in your book. Okay, this is a homework.
Okay. Only 20 to 30.
20 to
Homework.
30.
Let's see, right moment I check it.
Ma'am, after the class, please send that
Please
PDF that you
please
sent.
send us today's class PDF.
I have
Yeah.
sent it in the WeChat group.
Okay. And the recording
of the class.
Yeah, okay. Tomorrow I will send it in WeChat group, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Lavshi, what is the deadline for this homework?
Okay, what is the
What is the
deadline
deadline
of
for
the
that?
exercise?
One
Yes,
moment,
please.
I check the homework. Yes, the homework is the exercise 1.2 from 20 to 16. Okay, this is the homework in this week, and the deadline also in Sunday of this week. Okay, the Sunday.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, okay. See you.
Yeah.
Yeah, see you
See you,
next.
Lavshi.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Lavshi.
you.
Okay, thank you. Bye, Lavshi.
Bye.
Bye.